Welcome world, welcome world. This the Illuminati crew with the K. Okay.
Hello, and good evening. It's your boy, rather, grown-ass man, Ralph Anthony Garcia, also known as the King Ralph. Hashtag Universe 25 on Ruckus Radio.
We are here today to break down some of these conspiracy theories that we have on the brain out there in the nation. We got questions, we got answers. We ain't the perfect, we ain't the professional. We gonna shine a light on some things that I'm sure that y'all have questions on.
And this is Universe 25 on Ruckus Radio. From executive producer DJ Blockchain, like, share, subscribe to Ruckus Radio and Ruckus Radio Live. Ruckus Radio is where you can listen to rebroadcasts of your favorite shows, and Ruckus Radio Live is where you can listen in while we go all the way live. Welcome to HW. There's more to Universe 25. That is hashtag Universe 25 than the name can sufficiently convey. But in time, and with the revelation of many tales of the esoteric and unknown, you, the listener, will begin to see the things that no one else can see, and you will soon know of that which had been previously shrouded in mystery. The truth is what we will expose. We will separate the lies that we are all fed from the truth that is our dystopian reality. We are surrounded by the beautiful ones, and they are forfeiting their tomorrow to live in the lie. We will rise above it all and escape the fate of this false utopia through the lessons brought about by hashtag Universe 25. Hello and good evening. It's your boy, rather grown-ass man, Ralph Anthony Garcia, also known as R4, the regal, the royal Ruckus Ralph, your master of ceremonies. I am hereby joined by the mechanic, the maintenancer, minister, general of information, JPS, the oracle, Jean Paul Shelton. and our esteemed host, the extreme most, the coolest of the cool, Illuminati cool. And we have our special guest tonight, our homie from the West Coast, the one and only Mr. Nason. And tonight, we present to you Book 15. What? Book 15? Yes, Book 15 on our Boule. That's right, you heard me. On our Boule. Ladies and gentlemen, this is hashtag Universe25 on Ruckus Radio.
Boule, boule. Boule, boule.
Boule, boule.
Boule, boule. Boule,
Boule,
boule.
boule.
Boule,
Boule,
boule.
boule. Watch me now, watch me. Dun, 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 dun.
Hey, welcome. Welcome, world. Welcome, women. Welcome, gentlemen. Boys and girls, males and females, and those that don't identify. And last but not least, my aliens and alienettes. I won't name names right now. We got plenty of time for the claps. I'm going to say it again. I won't name names right now because we got plenty of time for the claps. Fraternities and sororities state the obvious. We do good work. We know. I get that. Did you ever research the history of the foundation of it all? Ever wonder why or what really happened in that Harvey and Trump meeting? Motherfuckers is cooning. Motherfuckers is cooning is what we call it. Cooning is what we call it. Why they cooning? You ever wonder why our momentum for change grows and then it comes to an abrupt end? You ever wonder that? You ever wonder why our political and celebrity and wealthy figures never spark black-sponsored change? You ever wondered that? Or why motherfuckers armchair Cap stance? How many of us pulled for Cap but still watch football? Be honest. You armchaired it. You armchaired it. Me, I didn't watch the game. I only watched on default at a bar. I couldn't help that. What do you want me to do? Just look away? I wouldn't call it armchair for me. I couldn't even play fantasy football. But continuing. How many actually turned off the tube is what I asked, but maybe you can answer some of the questions I just asked. I'm ready. Mr. Nason's ready.
I'm ready.
Our four is ready.
Yep.
Jean-Paul Shelton's been ready. Our Oracle, our executive producer, DJ Blockchain, he's been ready. I ask this to all you. If you were given the power of what, let's say Obama, what would you do? Ralph, my engine, do not answer this question. Mr. Nason.
Yes, sir.
Our esteemed guest, do not answer this question right now. Let's go forward. It's time to clap on the boule. The boule, 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 boule.
Boule, boule. Boule, boule. Watch me now, damn it. Then. On aboard the U-25 Express. Right this way, folks. Let's go. Good evening. Tonight's report finds us taking another look back at the elite, the Hollywood elite in particular, and their relationship with the black community, specifically black men and women that find themselves walking amongst these devilish and corrupted individuals. The satanic global elite are yet another layer of secret society working within our false reality. They seem to operate under the core tenets of there goes that damn word again, You notice the trepidation of me saying that? Telema. I hope I said it right. Telema.
Fuck
Do what thou wilt. I repeat. Do what thou wilt. One final time. Do what thou wilt.
You motherfucking
Ladies and gentlemen. Yep. You already know, ladies and gentlemen, what this is right now. Hashtag Universe 25 on Bruckers Radio. Welcome aboard.
Before we clap, I have to explain how we're going to dice this information. I believe, who has the Hollywood side? Mr. Nation, is that you?
Yeah, that would be me. Cool.
We're going to take, you take the Hollywood side. R4, you're taking who now?
R4.
Yo.
I know I got the political side. What side you want? What side you got? I think, what did we say in the behind the scenes? We said each of us is going to dice a critical side of the game. So Mr. Nathan has the Hollywood side. I got the political side. You just want to roll in?
I'm just rolling with the engine, baby. You already know. I'm right here for you.
So
I am the co-pilot and co-mechanic, if you will. So I'm right here for you, whatever you need.
Let's let our esteemed co-host take the wheel. I'm going to give you the wheel, bro. Don't crash the whip now. I'm a ghost rider for a minute. And then you take the wheel and you tell us some of these Hollywood figures that's a part of this boule boule.
Wow. You want to just start it off like that, huh?
We're going to clap early.
Okay.
Boule, boule. Boule, boule.
I was blessed earlier with a wealth of information.
Oh, yeah.
By the Oracle, John Paul Sheldon. Looked out for me, Hit my email with a lot of information. So I immediately started dissecting and looking into stuff, taking notes. And some of the names are quite staggering, actually. Now, I was able to focus more onto the rap side of things. It's more what we're listening to.
Yes,
and
sir.
I found some interesting things. So let's start off with Ice-T.
Oh, shit.
Fresh off the success of the song Cop Killer that Ice-T did with the group Body Count, his momentum for his album was at an all-time high with an upcoming album titled Home Invasion. Now, despite the fact that he had a hit single, his record label Warner Brothers still went ahead and dropped his contract, pulled the rug out from under him. Now, some say it's because of the violent, charged lyrics of Cop Killer, while others speculate it was because the album Home Invasion was going to shed light on some boule secrets. So maybe he was getting a little too big for his britches, and Warner Brothers had to, remind him who they were.
Come on.
The next artist. Yeah, I'm sorry. Cool. Go ahead, man.
No, I see. I like that you clapped early with Ice-T. I can't wait to hear what's next. I'm going to shut the fuck up.
Ice-T is, always been a real solid figure, and that one really threw me back. I've met a few people associated with him, and that one really shook me up. Now, the next one, not really as shocking, but the people he's affiliated with kind of hit me. So this one goes into Nelly. Talks about when Nelly's debut album came out. Of course, everybody knows it was hugely successful, went on to sell 10 million copies.
Yes, diamond plaque. That's right.
Exactly. The pressure was on him by Warner Brothers to have equal success with his next release, which was actually the group album for Saint Lunatics, not his solo album. He was given less than a year to complete the project. It came out. It did not do well. Now, some people say after that point, Nelly becomes an affiliate of different important people behind the scenes with influence, and he not only became addicted to steroids. Look at the album covers. Look at the album covers.
Yeah.
Just check out the album covers. Not only did he become addicted to steroids, but he started a fake beef to increase the sales of his upcoming third album with fellow boule rapper KRS-One.
What?
Ooh.
Who?
Ooh.
No, when I read that one, I did like the movies. I took my glasses off for a second.
Whoa.
I rubbed my forehead. I put my glasses back on. I read it
Serious
again.
one.
I don't know. I don't know where Mr. Nason is. He grabbed the wheel to the conspiracy, and he's taking us somewhere. Continue,
I did not
Mr. Nason.
expect this. Please.
Hey,
Please.
now, you know, that's somebody with a lot of respect in music and the rap game and this kind of community. So that one really took me.
Facts.
And I remember that beef. That was a highly publicized beef. They went back and forth. I remember thinking it was kind of odd. They had different audiences, different generations, but whatever. So when I read this, it just kind of threw me for a second, you know?
Fuck him up.
Yeah. So the third celebrity that I chose to highlight is none other than Jermaine Dupri. Now, it turns out, after doing a little digging, now I'm a huge Criss Cross fan. I saw Criss Cross when I was 11 years old, one of the first shows I ever saw.
Don't miss the bus. I missed the bus.
Exactly. I missed the bus, jump, all that shit. Now, in 1994, Jermaine Dupri allegedly settled out of court somewhere around $12 million to the two members of Criss Cross, claiming that they were molested by him. Jermaine Dupri never saw 1 day of jail time behind these allegations.
We have a unit chat. We got a unit chat. Pause for the call.
I got it right here. It's by the one and only I Am Playful. Hello, darling. Good evening to you. Salute, Universe 25. That's hashtag Universe 25. Mr. Nason speaks very well. Cheers. Yes, salute. I Am Playful too.
Salute, I Am Playful. I appreciate that.
All right.
So yeah, here we have rape allegations with really the only group on his label at that time. He was grooming the brat, but you know, he didn't have all the other big acts at that point. Right on that, he got a $12 million settlement to the two members. Never spent 1 day in prison. Years later, Criss Cross reunited, dropped their third and final album, Young, Rich, and Dangerous, on the same label, once again with Jermaine Dupri.
I remember that one.
So that takes me all the way to the last couple things I heard about these guys. Now, I know for a fact, I think one of the members either passed away or committed suicide. I don't really remember, but one member did pass away, and I believe that that member was battling serious bouts of depression.
Yeah.
And then you think about what could have happened to a young boy at that age, where somebody's going to cough up $12 million. In 1994, $12 million is like $100 million.
That shit was great, and I'll take it now.
So why would somebody just cough up $12 million to these two boys, never spend 1 day in jail, keep it out of the press unless there's something to hide?
Oh boy.
Yeah. Hey, listen. This was strategically done. I figure we go ahead when the bell rings, we throw our strongest punch and we see how this motherfucker takes it. If he wobbles, we take him back into history. Now we just hit you with a jab and you're stumbling, you're fumbling. The mouthpiece is halfway out your mouth. I'm gonna hit you with an uppercut. Ralph.
Oh.
Do you know exactly, because we speak of the bully, do you know where this all originated from? Do you have that information, brother?
Bro, let's take a look deeper. Shall we begin again? To the untrained mind, their debauchery and abandon might seem without rhyme or reason. But they are yet another form of gatekeeper, one that will either corrupt the hearts and minds of our high achievers and in turn use that corruption to control the minds of the masses, or kill off our black entertainers if they refuse to submit to the dark oaths of this place called Hollywood. Tonight, we will take a closer look here on hashtag Universe 25 on Ruckus Radio, yo. You heard that? Like something was trying to stop me.
I heard that.
And we got a hood chat coming. How about that? You noticed that little something tried to shut me up, y'all, and that wasn't even the game, bro. Something like smacked me or some shit.
That's okay. It's okay. We're gonna take our time today.
Yes, we will.
We're gonna take our time today. Let's take a pause for the cause to let everybody know in the portal. I hope you are on your first J. I hope you, if you're drinking, be midpoint. If you took a shot, take two. I'm about to give you a history lesson on the Bule. Okay.
Bule.
Even better. Give me a moment. I have a lot of pages of information, man. I know everybody does. But
definitely.
Correct me if I'm wrong. It formed in Philly by a Mr. Dr. Henry Minton in May 15, 1905. I could be wrong.
That is what I heard as well.
Okay.
He's the founder. He's the founder of Sigma Pi Phi.
Sigma Pi Phi, indeed.
Oh, shit.
The founder of the Bullet. He wanted to mimic the University of Yale, their Skull and Bones. Y'all know the Skull and Bones. We talked about it, and you know it's true. Here's where we connect the dots with the black community. Okay, so Minton started this whole thing called the Bullet. Oh yeah. That makes you feel okay.
Yes, I also heard similar that that he was envious of the Yale Skull and Bones. I'm sorry, go ahead, take control.
You are absolutely right.
Right.
So he also got with a guy named, now check this out, people of DC, I asked you earlier on Facebook, I said, is there any alumni from Spingarn High School? And if you are an alumni, do you know your history of your school name, which is Joel E. Spingarn? He got with this dude. He is a Jewish U.S. military intelligence officer. He worked in the, check this out, he worked in the Negro Subversion Division. Ask yourself, what the fuck kind of division does our military have that's called Negro and Subversion Division? What do we have? What are we here for? What are we here for, Spingarn? So all you alumni, he's a senator. He was a senator, and also he became the leader of the, guess what? He became the leader of the NAACP.
Huh.
You notice how we always give our struggles to the NAACP, and they say, we got it, let's go. And then all of a sudden it's, oh no. Shall I continue?
They show up when it's a photo opportunity, you know.
And
they show up to collect a check and shake hands and then get out of there, you know.
I wanted to touch on Hollywood real quick on that note. You notice every time there's a situation involving the black community, a month or two later we have one of those black movies like The Help.
Yes.
I can't stand that shit. But all of our people flock and give that Jewish executive producer the bread, and we showed out for that movie. Let me take you a trip to recently Wakanda. Yes, the money went to $1 billion. Yeah,
Yes.
probably surpassed that, broke plenty of records, but where that money flowing to? Somebody else's pockets. But I don't want to veer off because I get the veering off and I get the rambling. I don't want to ramble. Let's take it back to the history. So Joel Spingarn, we know, Negro Subversion Division officer out in the military intelligence. Check this out. He was the leader of the NAACP when we was fighting, we was fighting to stop the lynchings. He did nothing about it, and we'll go back in. But I gotta hit you with I'm gonna hit you with another jab. Can I rely on Mr. Nason with some Hollywood information?
I'm here with the Hollywood information, man. I'm here with what you need, man.
Bang him one time with another jab.
Now, there are plenty of top-level celebrities, Hollywood people, just important people in general that seem to be affiliated with this group. And no big surprise, these men have all sworn not only to never reveal their heritage or their culture, but also to only discuss it with other members and to actually swear to protect the white man above them.
Sheesh.
Now, not only are they taking an oath to keep everybody else down, they're taking an oath to make sure that somebody else is ahead of them at the same time.
Yeah.
And the end result is the fame and notoriety that they receive. So you'll be bigger than all the rest of them, but you'll never be bigger than us.
And what's the answer?
What's the answer?
They usually say,
oh, they all drink the Kool-Aid, of course. They all drink the Kool-Aid. Now, I've seen some lists that were pretty staggering. I mean, pretty much everybody that you see in Hollywood today, most of the main black players, even the political people. I was reading something about Tavis Smiley having affiliation.
Whoa.
Cornel West.
Sorry, back up. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do this tonight, but I have to ask the question. Did we or did we not, Cooley Cool, mention that very man, Tavis Smiley? Yes?
Plenty of times.
Tavis
Take
Smiley.
it away. I'm sorry, Nace. Go ahead. Take it away, Nace.
And think about how ingenious that is. We're gonna bring you in as the friendly voice. You're the voice that the black people will listen to.
Mm-hmm.
You're the one they'll trust. So we're gonna plug you in.
It's easy.
I'm looking at I'm sorry, cool. I was just gonna say a couple other names I saw here. Now we're talking behind the scenes, and Will Smith has an affiliation.
Hey! When Jada said boycott the Oscars, how did you guys feel?
Honestly, for me, it didn't make much of a difference. I'm more into music than anything else, so it didn't make much of a difference to me.
I think I'm with Nace on this. I'm sorry. I'm with both of y'all. I know y'all going to say the same thing. To me, I didn't feel a damn thing. Nothing.
Yeah, it kind of sounded like sour grapes to me. Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to tell you my thoughts.
Yes.
I said, let me take a sip. I got the sip of the Jack Daniels. This is the Tennessee Fire, I believe.
Take a sip. Oh, with the cinnamon in it?
Yeah.
I got you.
Let me tell Will and Jada something. And all you black actors something. You motherfuckers, you have the power to simply step the fuck off. Tyler Perry has his own studio in ATL, right? Okay, Tyler. Hey, you can invite you, Oprah, and the rest of you motherfuckers can invite all of the motherfuckers all in one house. Blam. There's your solution. There's your award show. And I bet the black folk will show out. And guess what? It won't just be a black party. You know who coming. And it's owned by us, ran by us, enjoyed by us, on Us channel again. We need that back
Mm.
because it, as ratchet as it is not helping. So you motherfuckers, you can boycott the Oscars all you want. I'm for it, but you ain't do shit. They still doing it, motherfuckers. You. I'm gonna stop. Hollywood, man. Hollywood. You got one more, Nation? Throw another one out there. Motherfucker
Man,
will.
I got plenty more, man. What if I told you that there's also a lot of athletes involved?
Yeah.
And
Hey,
one key.
Give me one.
I'll give you one. And you know what? Before I say this one, I just want to say I'm sorry to Jaquan, but I definitely have read an article called The Black Skull and Bones Division that specifically names none other than LeBron James.
Oh,
I was ready for that.
you know, when you heard it, it didn't even surprise you, did it? Like it didn't even hit you hard. Like, oh, it just like, mm-hmm.
Yeah, like
That's all
Tavis,
it did for me.
like Tavis Smiley hurts a little more, right?
Facts.
Yeah.
Because I thought Travis was on some real shit, on some positive shit, on some genuine shit. But I digress.
Bullshit.
You just got to think about it. Think about LeBron's hairline. There's got to be some fucking witchcraft going on.
Hey,
It went away,
LeBron.
it came back. It went away, it came back. It looked like the Wu-Tang symbol.
LeBron, man, LeBron. This is the captain of the receding crew. I want you to come home, brother.
Yeah.
You can listen. You can wear a hat. It is okay. It is okay. You can even let. Go ahead.
Wear a hard hat. We got
Wear a
plenty
hard
of
hat.
hard hats available.
We'll
We got
make
the
you all
Cleveland
colors.
Cavs cup. Cleveland
All
Cavs and LA and the Lakers cup. We got you. With
It's the
your
Hut
own
Depot.
name, your own name. Sponsorship, LeBron. This is Illuminati Cool talking to you. Come on home, brother. Don't ever Beijing it ever again. If you Beijing it one more time, I'm going to go to a Wizards game and I'm going to meet you right there on the sideline, brother. Don't do it again. Come home. Come on home, brother. LeBron, part of the Boule. Now, I want y'all to think about this. LeBron is guaranteed the GOAT. Yes, I said it. MJ, you're going to have to step down, brother. LeBron has 4, maybe 5 more years left, and he's going to be the king forever. He's breaking records early. He is still playing, and he's not complaining anymore. Yeah, he might be the coach and GM for Cleveland. Yeah. If you was that good, I'm sure you had that same power, which brings me back to my initial question. If you were given the power of Obama, or the power of even, let's say, Jay-Z, let's say Oprah, if you had the financial backing of like an Oprah, what would you do with that power?
Jesus Christ.
You could do a lot of good with that power.
Let's go back in history. Mr. Nathan, I want you to load up the clip and get ready for more claps. R4, you good?
Yes. You know I got several informations ready and willing to be spread.
Let's do it, brother.
If I may, like most secret societies, the Boule at the base of the pyramid is peopled with various professionals, lawyers, doctors, judges, politicians. They protect the secrets of the higher up. Their reward is a chance to hobnob with these elite and moneyed few, and to possibly someday become one of them. And what is needed for this? As we all are familiar, the homosexual act
Goddamn.
is a standard necessity in order to be accepted into the world of these secret societies. But that's only the tip of the iceberg. They have to do much worse, often abused and raped children, allegedly. Some reports suggest murder in the form of ritual sacrifice. The most common form of this at the higher echelon being the elite blood sacrifice. Do you think it's a coincidence that so many elite and Hollywood stars have lost a close relative to a brutal and untimely death many times before? Many times before you would hear a story. Many times even before they achieve fame even. For you naysayers, yes, I got it. Got it on pause for the cause. In the meantime, I'm going to finish this little sentence here. For you naysayers out there, that flame, the added attention, brought the misfortune to their own loved ones. No, you only half right. The blood sacrifice is one of the highest levels that the initiate can achieve. At this point, they are truly corrupted, having done their duty and betrayed their people for silver and gold. Disgusting. Now, may I shout out LeBron's hairline? I'm putting a hex on hashtag Universe25. Well, salute to you, sir. Good luck with that.
You know what? Good luck with that, because you have the defense of Illuminati Cool's hairline. How about that? You got to get past me. You got to get past me and my homeboy up top. Now, R4, Mr. Nason.
Yes, sir.
Blown away, man. Hey, check this out. I didn't want to kill him. I just wanted to cut him and let him be. They'll bleed to death. Y'all don't stab them too much, man. Y'all ain't, listen. Let's take them back in history. You mentioned a couple of political figures, Ralph?
Yes.
May I take them to a Mr. James Wormley?
Ooh.
People may know him as the founder of the Wormley Hotel in D.C. This is where they had their meeting. But the owner of this hotel, he built it in 1871, opened in D.C. that year. Mm-hmm. He worked with, now peep it, I hope the people in the portal are paying attention, because he worked with a Mr. William H. Seward, the senator and soon to be Secretary of State to Abraham Lincoln. Okay? He initiated the transport of African escapees, and I quote that. We know what African escapees are, right? In 1871. Francis B. Carpenter wrote a manuscript detailing Wormley's actions during a formal greeting. It was called the Seward Papers. How many slaves did we take off the steamer? Is what he asked. 18, replied Wormley. He was cool with it. We do know who James Wormley is, right? If not, let me continue, because Seward. Let me give me a minute. Okay. Wormley, I believe. Let's say Lincoln was assassinated by John Wilkes Booth, correct?
Correct.
Yes. The same night, an attempted assassination was on Seward's life by a Lewis Powell, an associate of Wilkes Booth. Now I'm trying to connect the dots. Wormley was the only black at Abraham's bedside when he died. Let me see. Blah, 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 blah. It stops there. The notes stop there. But the James Wormley character, man, he strikes me. And William Seward was the Secretary of State during Abraham Lincoln's assassination, which connects. I know it connects to a few leaders of Robert R. Moulton. There we go. We have Spingarn, and we have Robert R. Moulton. Give me a minute. He played. Oh shit! I gotta take y'all back to Marcus Garvey. Before we go to Marcus Garvey, I need to throw one more jab in because I want to get this shit together. So, Mr. Nason, you throw that jab, and I'm gonna clean this shit up, and I'm gonna take him back to Marcus Garvey.
All right,
Hollywood.
While you take him to Marcus Garvey, I'll go ahead and take a jump right back and jump and skip back to the Hollywood side of this. Now, mind you, besides the celebrities that we're naming, you also have to think about all the producers, directors, people that you've never heard of that put all these people in the game, so to speak. So I was able to find a lot of surprising actors and comedians besides Will Smith. Unfortunately, I gotta say unfortunately, because these are some people that I actually enjoy their work.
Come on.
Chris Rock.
Ooh.
Chris Rock. You have, speaking of Wakanda, you have Michael B. Jordan.
Oh.
Now, isn't that funny how you just tied all that in with every time something happens, there's a black movie. So they got to have a star for these movies. They got to have a cast.
Yeah.
And no surprise here to me, always cooning and buffooning Tyrese.
What do you want from me?
And those are just some of the names, that I found scratching the surface. Now, just imagine how far back you can go and how deep you could get into this.
Yeah. Let me go back.
Go back.
Let me go back to Marcus Garvey, okay? The Boule, because we on the Boule, they crafted a meeting like the G20 summit, like the Bohemian Grove, but it wasn't all skull and bones like at that time, fraternity and all, you know how.
But a meeting of the elite.
The meeting of the black elite.
Exactly.
Yeah. So who was there at the meeting? Most of it was our black media, the Amsterdam News, okay, the Chicago Defender, Pittsburgh Courier, Baltimore and Washington Afro-American newspaper. They all had a meeting in 1918. The meeting was a planned attack of slanderism. I'm gonna throw that word out there. I'm just gonna make that up. A slanderism on a Marcus Garvey. What was Marcus Garvey? We all know who Marcus Garvey is. We're not gonna do that history lesson. We know that Marcus Garvey had aimed to take the black folk back to Africa like all they wanted. Like they tell us even today. Go back to Africa.
Right.
We do have the power to ship out. I know people know that. We got the power to ship out. Let me continue. So in 1918, they did this strange meeting. They said, all right, we gotta shut this motherfucker up. He talking that good shit to the people and they following him. And we gotta do something. We either gotta kill him or we gotta slander him and, sway the people our way. That meeting happened. Who was there? Like I said, it was the Chicago Defender, Pittsburgh Courier, Baltimore and Washington Afro-American newspaper. And there was a few others I mentioned. Now I can bring you. Let me pull that note. Oh, that's a heavy book. It's a heavy book.
Heavy books going down.
Heavy book. Heavy book. Here's how it ties in, because this group was literally the 10%, and their whole goal was to keep black folks economically, morally, socially, you're gonna like this, R4, and spiritually controlled, basically. While they took all the money and the power, they left us in hope. We're still hoping. We still have faith that something's gonna come around that corner. Something's gonna come from out the sky. Somebody's gonna rise up and do it for us, like a Superman or a Black Panther or Black Jesus Christ. Somebody's coming back down. I don't mean to take shots. We got a few weeks for that. But let me let you take some more jabs, Mr. Nation, because you're hot right now.
Come on, Nation.
Get 'em.
You know, there's so much information, especially based out this way. You know, Hollywood, the movie scenes, entertainment, you know, the music industry, so much of that comes from here. People all gravitate towards this area. So, of course, this is going to be, you know, like a cesspool for all this kind of shit. You know what I mean? Now, I found an article from July 1990 LA Times.
Okay.
Actually ran a front page story about the elite black fraternities and how it was similar to Skull and Crossbones.
Okay.
They highlighted the fact that, like I said earlier, these people are sworn to secrecy, and they are also about the order of things. They're much about keeping people under them and showing respect to the man, if you will, above them. So it says that, excuse me, major heads of all oil, coal, and all major manufacturers, if you go back into these businesses, they were all started by these people that came from that elite black fraternity. And once it was founded, Sigma Pi Phi, these people, these members went on to join other fraternities, join other classes, you know, and do the recruiting in that way. They didn't just stay where they were. So people were handpicked to be what they call archons. Now, any member is known as an archon, any member of the Boule. And now, when Henry Minton founded it all, he started off being the Grand Poobah.
Right.
From 1908 to 1909. He later promoted himself to Grand Sire Archon Emirates, meaning he was in charge of all branches in all states in all different ways, because what they meant to do was come together, make their plans, and then spread out everywhere. So you can find members of the Boule in all 50 states. It's just the fact that Hollywood is what it is, so you know everybody gravitates towards this area.
Wow. Can I be so bold?
Please.
You know I'm going to throw a couple of darts at y'all. Let me name some names.
Oh, and before you name your names, R4,
Yes.
going back to that word, remember every member is called archon.
Archon.
Archon, like an arch
Archon.
and on, archon.
Archon.
You do a little more digging. Archon literally means demon.
Jesus Christ.
In particular, the kind of demon that likes to keep hidden secrets.
Damn. Secret society.
Exactly. So just the name Archon, you know, to fucking turn heads everywhere.
Jesus Christ. Here we go. Let's start with Martin Luther King.
Here we go. Yeah. Oh, you took it there.
MLK.
Why don't we throw another name out there? Jesse Jackson.
There you
I
go.
know of MLK being Alpha Phi Alpha.
How about Al Sharpton?
The Reverend Al.
Mm-hmm.
You knew when Jesse's on the list, you know Al ain't far behind. You already know that. You know that.
How about Thurgood Marshall?
Ooh.
Thurgood Marshall.
Hit him again.
How about Bill Cosby?
Let's talk about Robert Moulton.
Come on.
Mr. Nason spoke of him. He built the first black hospital in Tuskegee. In the same time, he was what is that? I guess he was like maybe the president, or he was the overseer of Tuskegee at the time, university. So he built the black hospital. Same time he was in his term, they also conducted the syphilis experiment that he okayed.
The Tuskegee experiments.
Yes, it was on his dime. It was on his dime, his watch. He was getting it in. He let it all happen.
But of course,
this is all connected to the elite. I almost called them the Illuminati, but I'm gonna go ahead and get what I did. The name is the elite. They got the elite. Now, do everybody see how this connects? Emmett J. Scott, I like to throw his name out there. Emmett J. Scott. He requested a conference of the black elite. This is the professors, the rich and the wealthy, and everybody up there in that level, the 10%, quote unquote.
Right.
They requested a conference of the elite in D.C. at, I believe, the Wormley Hotel. See how that connects?
Goes back that way.
Yes, he's the chairman. They wrote the chairman of the federal committee for this request to have this meeting. Rob L. Van was there. Fred A. Moore was there. Kelly Miller, the dean of Howard University at the time. They was there. Franklin D. Roosevelt, he was there at the conference. Fast forwarding us to Jesse Jackson and MLK. I believe, who was Jesse Jackson affiliated with? I know Alpha Phi Alpha for Martin Luther King, but who was Jesse? Because they was beefing.
You know what? Let me take a look. I just found some more staggering information. Let me look that up on Jesse. But I just read something that said W.E.B. Du Bois was a founding member of the New York chapter.
Ooh, a chapter. Here we go.
And it all goes in a circle now. It all goes in a circle. The reason the New York chapter was founded was to keep the black elite away from Marcus Garvey.
Yeah. Part of the who?
Boule.
Now it says here, Jesse Jackson was an Omega.
There you go. He was an Omega. And remember, let me remind the folks that they was beefing during the time before the assassination, and then they were beefing even heavily because they said he had something to do with it. So we all know that they're a part of this thing called the Boule. Boule. The word is from ancient Greece. It means a citizen's council appointed to run daily affairs of a city. Look at that definition again. I'm going to read it slowly. Boule.
Go ahead, slow down, man.
Ancient Greece term. A citizen's council appointed to run daily affairs of a city. Now I want you to think about where each and every one of you live locally. Look at your local officers. Look at your local officials. County, city, as short as the city. Let's go as low as the city. Your local mayor. Your local mayor, what are they doing for you? Potholes all in your street and shit. You done called in 3 times already, got your neighbor to call 30, sent
Not
in
doing a
letters.
damn thing. Not doing
They
nothing.
they ain't fucking with y'all. They fucking with that bread. And as long as they get paid, they ain't gonna do nothing. They laid in the shade. Let me take a pause for the cause for the people. R4. Anything? You got anything? Cause I'm gonna throw Mr. Nason right back in the ring. He ready. He ain't get hit yet. He on fire. We gonna knock his punk ass out in the 12th round. We gonna wait, Mr. Nason. He's stumbling and fumbling, mouthpieces out like Mike Tyson. We got him, Nason. We got
him on the rope. We got him on the rope.
I want to read a certain excerpt by a Kushite prince. Just a small little paragraph here for y'all. And it's funny how we mention Greek because it discusses the Greek system. In the Greek system, the boule was the lower house of parliament. Boule,
Pyramid. Pyramid.
Boule.
Take out your dollar.
With organizing, yes, charged with organizing the affairs of the city for the king. Basically, advisors to kings, right? Let that sink in. Let it sink in.
In other words, do it.
As a matter of fact, this is an ancient story. And I think we just said, let me interject myself a little bit. I think we said this before, too. The New World Order is the Old World Order. Bing! The elite blacks of the boule, are culling and controlling their own for a slice of the elite white man's pie. Like other secret societies, the boule encourages homosexual trysts as initiation practices. This must be done to join the ranks. Bobby Hemmett says any kind of top-notch Negro gets together and they fuck each other. Ladies and gentlemen, this is #Universe25 on Ruckus Radio.
So much information.
It's a lot. It's a lot of it.
A lot to digest in one night.
A black secret society, man, of elite. We named a lot of folk. We got some new folk now in the industry. We don't know if they're part of the boule or not. But they acting like it. They definitely acting like it.
They're definitely still out there. You know, I just found something that says that just recently the East Coast wing, should I say, of the boule made a donation of $1 million to the National Museum of African American History. Now, was that to fund something, or was that to make sure that they didn't say too much at the museum?
I always thought about that museum.
You got to think. You know, was that hush money, or was that, hey, I like what you're doing, keep it up? You know?
It's not. It's definitely not specific to our African American history. It's not. They don't dive in. They don't dive completely in at that museum. They definitely don't.
Oh, and you know, definitely, if you look at the board, who's running things over there, who's got, you know, park benches and stuff named after them, I guarantee you it's several members all throughout that museum, just to keep an eye on things.
Indeed. And look at when they built it. It was perfect timing. We had a couple of slaughters from the boys in blue. And I'm sure they put it together. They say Bush put it together, and it grew to this, and now Keep them down. Keep them low. Keep them low. Don't. They're proud now. It looks beautiful. Everybody's visiting. They're coming from out of town. Everybody's coming. It's cool now. Ease off of it. Now we probably need a few terrorist attacks to get everybody riled up for something different, just to keep their minds off of what happened previous, if y'all know what I mean. Hush, like Mr. Nason said, hush money.
Nothing like hush money, you know?
Oh,
Because hush money, thing about that, once you start depending on it, it could be taken away from you.
true.
John, folks, may I interrupt just for this moment to acknowledge the Queen herself. I am playful too. That museum has nothing but scraps. Salute to you once again.
Salute.
Your regalness.
They're out to hush.
Wow.
They're out to hush. We have to ask ourselves what the meeting was really about with the Trump thing. Trump met with a few folks. He met with a few folks. What was the meeting about?
Yeah, you know that was all about position.
And why don't we know? Why
Well,
don't we know?
You and I don't know because we're on the outside looking in. Now, from what I've read, this is a members-only club. Despite of status or whoever wants to join, this is members-only, invitation only. So, you know, the people that were at that meeting, I'm sure were, you know, the top of the chain as far as who Trump felt like he had to talk to.
Holy shit.
Pause for the cause. Take another jab at him, Mr. Nason. I want you to list one more Hollywood star currently that could possibly, that may be in the boule.
You want one more? I'll
One
give
more.
you one more, man. I can definitely do that. There's no shortage
Protect your neck.
of the
You got a long list
elite
over there,
class.
Mr. Nason.
You know, oh man, being where I'm at, there's no shortage. I mean, damn, it looks like I could just throw a rock. I'd probably hit somebody in the fucking boule. I'll go ahead and give you a couple more. I'll give you a couple more. Quincy Jones. You
We
talked
know about
about
his
it.
story. We know about
Yep.
his story with the alleged story with Pop.
Mm-hmm.
We won't take it there.
We could go to, of course, you spoke about her earlier, Oprah Winfrey.
Blam.
Wow.
You have the Hollywood class. You have the Hollywood players. And you also have the political players. That's the thing that really took me. Like, I expected to see a lot of Hollywood celebrities because, you know, they'll do anything to get their name out there. But when you see the political people, you know, and let's go back to LeBron for one quick second. One of the first things I noticed about LeBron, I think he was still in high school. What's the big tattoo? What's the big tattoo he had on his arm? The Chosen One.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a little ironic.
There was a video that went viral on YouTube of hand signals LeBron does prior to a game. They wanted to associate with his ties to the Bull. I left it alone, but there's hand signals he does, and you could attribute a lot of hand signals in pictures with Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith. Allegedly, they're making these Masonic signs.
Right. Of course, the Jay-Z, they always show him.
All day. All seeing eye. Do what thou wilt shirt.
That's right.
Homegirl out there doing the same thing in Super Bowl halftime shows.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
It all ties.
Aboard.
We always ask ourselves every time there's a halftime show, they do something funny. We always attribute it to who? The elite. We ask ourselves why they're doing it. It's in our face. It's been in our face, hasn't it?
Hidden in plain sight.
Hey,
Oh, repeat that.
Hidden in plain sight.
Thank you, sir.
Nathan's on fire.
That's it, man. That's how all these things are. And if you speak about it, if you try to tell somebody about it, you're insane, right?
You're crazy.
That's how they play you. That's how they play you. Something's wrong with you. You're insane. You're not drinking the Kool-Aid. That's why I always encourage everybody to do your own research, think outside the box, because even if you feel positive or negative about something, I guarantee you do some research on that topic, you'll be amazed at the stuff you find. Even something that you're not down with. Like, I went into this already thinking, okay, this is going to be some deep shit. And I still got blown away.
It's so much in it.
Yeah. It goes back so far through everything.
You have author Ashes listed, Douglas Wilder, Kappa Alpha Psi, Vernon Jordan. Author Ash was a member of Kappa Alpha Psi. Vernon Jordan and Douglas Wilder are members of Omega Psi Phi.
Can I interject real quick? Can I tell you a real quick Kappa Alpha Psi story?
Please do.
I got a good friend of mine, to remain nameless, and he and his brother, they both went to black schools. One went to Morehouse, one went to Clark, and the older brother came back. He was a Kappa, had the brand on his arm, the tattoo, swinging around the cane, everything. So you already knew it was a matter of time before my homeboy, his little brother, started going through the ranks as well. So his brother starts taking him to different things, different events. And I always used to ask him, because we used to go out all the time, hey, man, let me know. And I never get the invite. Oh, we were at the Kappa Beach party. Oh, we were at the Kappa this, Kappa that. Could never really figure it out. And, when you go back with your homie, you guys might borrow a shirt, might borrow a jacket, whatever. You guys go back. This cat had a jacket, like a red Kappa jacket, had all these patches on it. And we used to borrow clothes like nothing. It was nothing. Oh, let me borrow that. No problem. One day I went to that jacket, and I just wanted to try it on. And he was not letting me try that shit on at all. Like, that shit was like in plastic in the closet. Like, nothing else was in plastic. You feel me? That jacket was in plastic. And, there was no go on that, man. He wouldn't even let me touch that jacket.
Whoa.
And now it's all making sense why I never got to learn the handshakes, why I never got invited to those events, and why he was so serious about that jacket, because his brother probably would have fucking killed him if I would have had that jacket on.
Yeah. Any ties to the arch arm?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think we told the people what the Boule is. It's just it's an acronym for the Sigma Phi Phi. Oh, I'm sorry. I screwed that one up. It's Sigma Pi Phi.
Correct. Sigma Pi Phi.
Sigma Pi Phi, and pronounced Boule, like Boo Levin, lay down with your boo, Boule. It was formed, and we know why it was formed, to bring together a select group of all successful black men and women, fashioned after Yale's Skull and Bones. The Boule historically takes pride in having provided leadership and service to black Americans during the Great Depression, World War I and II, and the Civil Rights Movement. I think Wars I and II was an argument like, we ain't really trying to go out there and fight your fight for nothing, and we come back and we still get racism. It just doesn't make any sense.
Facts.
Thank you to the great Muhammad Ali. So, of course, of course, the United States government leaned on the NAACP, the Boule, and the rest of them folk, and let them know we united right now. We fighting for our country. We'll hash this stuff out when we get back. Did they hash it out? We know. We know the archon means demon. Thank you to Mr. Nason for definitely defining that term.
And not only demon, demon that is the keeper of secrets.
Ooh, so there you go. There you go. The Masonic, because it is a Masonic, this Masonic secret society has a pyramid style like all the rest. Lower ranks are kept from knowing what the upper ranks are doing. And of course, because it's the Boule, nothing more than a campaign of folk doing the dirty deeds of the folk up top. Knowing what the upper ranks are doing in the early 20th century was a period of reconstruction. Marcus Garvey's book, Back to Africa movement, was in full swing. Garvey represented the opposite of what their leadership entailed. And we know what happened to Marcus Garvey, correct? Boule. That's what happened to Marcus Garvey.
Damn. This was, are we going to pause for the cause just because, or shall we keep going?
We got this wheel turning. Mr. Nason's burning. How far you got some left in you?
Man.
I'm here. We here.
We listed all those that are part of the Boule. We talked about the 3-day meeting that the elite of Boule members had to silence Garvey, right?
Damn.
The whole reason was to silence Garvey.
We do know about the 3 generations of kings that they've been looking at. That's why, they were always watching Martin Luther King. They were always watching him. They watched 3 generations of him. We'll get to that one.
That's right.
We can't get to that one right now. That was a portal within a portal. But just let it be known that they were watching King before King was born. And they're probably watching you, depending on what you got. Ralph,
Joe.
Are you good to go, brother?
Yes, I got a couple of more excerpts from the one I mentioned. And his name is Kashit Prince. I'm appreciating this brother right now. He's giving us some darts over here. Like, for instance, the founding member of the New York City chapter, W.E.B. Du Bois, or Du Bois, said the Boule was created to keep the black professional away from the ranks of Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey's Back to Africa movement was reaching 1 million+ people without television or radio. Du Bois emphasized, as Coakley stated, the importance to steal the black professional away from Garvey, because an Afrocentric organization that articulated and captured the black professional would give no safe haven in the black community. So the Boule, the remaking of the House Negro, was necessary to build a group of Negroes who had an investment in protecting the white system as produced by whites having stolen this land. This is post-Reconstruction, taking away the articulate Negro, now desiring to replace them with organized institutions to keep them away from self-improvement. So we find in the same period as the founding of the Boule, of the founding of the 4 black male, Alpha Phi Alpha, Kappa Alpha Psi, Omega Psi Phi, and Phi Beta Sigma, and 4 black female, Alpha Kappa Alpha, Delta Sigma Theta, Zeta Phi Beta, and Sigma Gamma Rho, college-based fraternities and sororities.
Woo, that was a lot.
We also find the founding of the NAACP and Urban League. Folks, You know where we are. We're riding the U-25 Express.
Hey,
Damn. Oof.
I believe their logo, the foundation's logo is like a sphinx, the real sphinx. Yeah, did you see that picture? Of the
I
real
believe I
Sphinx
did see
logo?
something like that. I did see
It,
something like that. And real quick, cool. Let me chime in. I see the Oracle here in the portal. Wanted to let everyone know that Boule means literally the definition of it. It means servants to the king,
Mhm.
aka the kings, the real elite white dragon bloodlines. So even the name is that they're defending.
reference past books. Reference the past books, and I want y'all to reference also COINTELPRO, who was initiated by who? Hoover.
Mm-hmm.
Hoover. I didn't let you get it. I thought you was gonna get it. Hoover, man. Hoover was involved. Hoover was involved heavily with the Boule.
When he wasn't cross-dressing, he was involved heavily with the Boule.
Oh shit! You see, this is another portal. This is another portal within the portal.
There you go.
There's another portal within the portal. You guys have to pay attention. I dare you reference previous books in which we stated about the bloodlines in which it coincides. Who are these people, man? Who are these people? If you had the power, now I'm taking us, just take us home. Now I'm going to ask you guys one by one. All four, you first. If you had the power, if you had the financial power, the connections, what would you do with it?
I, myself, would begin to invest in real estate, invest in land. I cannot stress that any further. Land. Let us all here in her gang, her conglomerate, focus on obtaining land. Feel me? Land. Real estate is where it is, folks. Make no mistake, ladies and gentlemen. Real estate. Land. That's all.
Mr. Nason, what would you do with your power? You have land, and we have what our four just gave us. Add to it. What else? What else are you adding to what we given?
I think besides having land, and of course having money to go along with that, it's very important to spread education.
Yeah.
So perhaps you could have this power and open up some kind of I don't want to say a college, but some kind of place where people can go gain knowledge and not have to come out of pocket or go into debt to get that knowledge.
Look at that.
You know, the same way that healthcare is free in Europe. Education should be free for the people that want to learn more.
Why ain't it free now?
You see, building on land, we put in on, a nice school within the real estate on this vast land. Look at how we built that. Land, education, structure. Come on.
Let me give y'all some.
Let me just ask one little thing first.
Let me ask for sevens, folks. Let's get some sevens out of that portal. Go ahead, Cole. Let's get some sevens, though.
What I would do with what I would add to that power, because we know what's going to come down with the education getting better from Mr. Nason, from the real estate, the land being bought from R4. We have to defend ourselves. I'm using my power for defense. It's not just me. It's R4, Mr. Nason. We come together to build this. And yes, I would have my defense ready for anything they might try on the outskirts of our land that we purchased. We purchased.
Indeed. Right.
Can I give you guys a history lesson? One more history lesson. There was in 1910, The NAACP was fighting to pass an anti-lynch bill. It was to prohibit the lynching of African Americans. The bill did not pass until 1959, and we know what happened prior to 1959 up until 2018. Wilson Good. I'd like to give you another quick fact. I want you guys to pay attention because this happened recently. I was 4 at the time. Wilson Good, a Boule member, Philly mayor of 1985. He authorized the FBI to drop C4 bombs on a city where members of the MOVE movement were living. 5 children were killed that day. We can dive into that because that's another portal within the portal, but I have to reference Wilson Good because he was, too, a Boule member.
I gotta say, Cole, I love how we got these portals going into portals. I mean, it's like, you remember that game, Star Fox? It's kind of like Star Fox when you're going through those rings.
I love Star Fox.
You know what I'm saying? When you're going through those rings and you're busting those little 360s and they just connected.
Yeah.
It's like that, man. We're just connecting the rings right now.
Yo,
Damn, that was the dopest game in Nintendo back then.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, taking it back to the 1910s, to 1959, that bill, that anti-lynch bill, it's sad that we had to get the government to pass an anti-lynch bill. Think about it. The kicker was the conditions that the United States government had for the NAACP for that bill was, we'll initiate the bill under the conditions that you report intelligence in your communities. Think about that. And think about COINTELPRO, and think about people involved in these assassinations. We'll get there. There's plenty of portals left, but we'll get there. I just want to line it up. Compartmentalization is what it is. Look it up. Compartmentalization. It's out there. Get off your tube. Subscribe to YouTube. Check out #Universe25, where occasionally, we'll have a special guest like Mr. Nason to come out here and give you a nuke. Fellas, how do you feel? Salute to Mr. Nason for gracing the stage.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks for letting me be a part of the program. You know, it's an honor. I'm always listening. I'm always chiming in through the HUD chats and everything. So this is, like I said earlier to Ralph, I feel like I won a contest or something. I got to come on my favorite show. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Thank you kindly, Mr. Nason.
You see what our group, if we had power, if we had that Oprah power, that Jay-Z power, that Obama power, what we can do, I just named a trio, trilateral, 1, 2, 3.
Billions of dollars between them.
Yeah.
Billions.
I'll do you a solid, man. Check this out. Churches, they make tons of money on Sunday. You mean to tell me you couldn't gather up a conference of pastors and put your money together to create banking within the community? Because you're giving that money that the community is giving you to a bank that's giving it to the developers that's developing houses that's not even affordable for the locals.
We're going to have to stop right there, Cole.
Okay.
You already know church is a-coming, and we're going to hit folks right on top of the head come Easter Sunday. All about that church. Yes, I want you folks to come chime in with all of us on #Universe25, man. All right? It's going to get serious down the line. Take it back, Cole.
I got my hard hat on. Mr. Nason, check this out. I want you to tell the people, get the people, your locals, how they can reach you and hit your PayPal, brother.
Oh, man. Okay, well, you can hit me up, Instagram at Mr. Nason, MisterNason. That's also the Twitter handle. Also, always doing the memes, repping the HUD Gang Meme Squad. You can also catch me on the Weekend Review with my brother Jaquan. That's on Saturday nights immediately following Don's show Behind the Walls.
Facts. One and only, Mr. Neef. Yes,
No
sir.
doubt. And salute to y'all for having me. Appreciate it.
Salute, man. We appreciate your presence, brother.
Yes, indeed.
Salute to the portal and R4. Tell the people where you from.
Yes, y'all. It's your boy, Ralph Anthony Garcia, Lower East Side's own. You can contact me via Ralph Anthony Garcia on FB. And you can look me up on PayPal, Gmail, Instagram, Periscope, and Twitter at RGMC2407. That's at RGMC2407. And on YouTube, you may find me at Ralph Garcia, Master of Ceremonies, and right here on the Ruckus Radio Network. Back to you, Cool.
And you can reach me at Illuminati Cool with a K on Instagram, KJ the Kid at yahoo.com for the PayPal. We'll appreciate it greatly. Yo, fellas, man, it's been a pleasure. Mr. Nathan, anytime, brother, you want to grace the stage?
Yeah. No doubt, man. I appreciate the invitation, man.
Indeed. R4, you feeling good, brother?
Oh, you know I am. Yes.
And one more, man. One more. Before I got out of here, I had to shout out. Got to shout out. First, got to shout out my man Rich. Putting this whole thing together. DJ Blockchain.
Indeed.
Yes.
And I got to salute. And I got to salute my man John Paul the Oracle. Hit me with that information. I asked him for an email. He hit me up with like 25 gigs of information. You know what I'm saying? One email, just bow.
The
so
genius.
Salute to the Oracle.
Genius. Remember that? Genius.
No
yeah. That's right.
Yo, we like to bid you guys a farewell in the portal. People out there in internet land, aliens and alienettes. We have a Unichat from
Boom,
Black
Island. Got it. Connecting with Black Nila. Salute to Black Nila. Hashtag Universe 25. Great content. Salute to you, Black Nila. Thank you very much.
Black Nyla. Salute. Salute to Bonnet Light Body. Salute to Bonnet Light Body. Definitely. Much respect.
Okay. Nyla. I'll never get it wrong again. Black Nyla.
Black Nyla.
All right, salute Black Nyla. Salute Bonnet Light Body. Thank you, folks, for stopping by. And yes, man, I'm appreciating this right now. Thank you, folks, for stopping by to the U25 Express. Hashtag Universe 25. Now, on behalf of our homie from the West Coast, Mr. Nathan, thank you once again for stopping by. And on behalf of JPS, Jean Paul Shelton, and the extreme most esteemed host, Cooley Cool, the coolest of the cool, Illuminati Cool. It's your boy. Yes, it's your boy, the engine to the U25 Express. 4 R's, R4, the Regal, the Royal, Ruckus, Ralph. And I bid you all a good night. Peace.
Peace.